All right, let's talk about Stonehenge. For 5,000 years, it's been one of the world's greatest mysteries. And today, we're going to peel back some of those layers thanks to a discovery that changes everything.
I mean, just look at it. This incredible circle of giant stones has been standing there on the plains of England for 5 millennia, just guarding its secrets. It's a silent testament to some seriously ancient and ambitious people.
And for all that time, really, one question has echoed louder than any other. Why? Why on earth was it built? We've had all kinds of theories, about astronomy, ancient rituals, but what if a brand new discovery just turned everything we thought we knew on its head? Okay, let's dive into this.
So, before we get to that game-changing discovery, we've got to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of the original project. It was absolutely mind-blowing. Now, here's the first wild thing to understand. Building Stonehenge wasn't a quick job. This was a project that spanned over 1,500 years. Think about that. Generations of people were born, lived their entire lives, and died, all while contributing to this one single monumental vision. It's just incredible. Okay, so we've got the timeline. Now let's talk about the engineering, because this is where the story gets almost unbelievable. So take one of the giant sarsen stones, the big pillars of that iconic outer circle. On average, a single one weighed 25 tons. To put that in perspective, that's like trying to move 4 fully grown elephants for one stone. And if that isn't crazy enough, check this out. The smaller blue stones, and I say smaller, but they're still 4 tons each, they were transported over 220 miles, all the way from the Preseli Hills in Wales. We're talking a journey over mountains, through dense forests, across rivers. It's mind-boggling. So how in the world do they do it? Well, estimates say it took more than 200 people just to haul a single one of those massive sarsen stones overland. Can you even imagine the coordination? The sheer brute force required to move every single one into place? And here's the real kicker. They did all of this, quarrying these massive pillars, hauling them for miles, and then lifting them up into place with nothing more than stone, wood, and rope. No wheels, no heavy machinery. These people were absolute masters of physics and logistics, long before we even had words for those things. So for about a century, the story of where the stones came from seemed pretty settled. But then, in August 2024, everything, and I mean everything, changed. You see, the long-held belief was that the central altar stone, just like the blue stones, was brought all the way from Wales. This was the accepted theory, the one you'd find in all the textbooks for decades. But the amazing thing about modern science is that it can now read the hidden stories locked inside the stone itself. And that analysis revealed an absolute bombshell. The altar stone, the 6-ton centerpiece of the entire monument, its mineral fingerprint was an undeniable match for a quarry way up in northeast Scotland. It didn't come from Wales at all. That means its journey was over 750 kilometers. That's more than 3 times longer than we ever imagined. It came from the northern tip of Britain, an almost impossible journey by sea and by land. So what does this actually mean? Well, this one discovery doesn't just change the map, it might just change the entire meaning of Stonehenge itself. Suddenly, we've got a whole new picture. We have the huge sarsen stones sourced locally in England. We have the blue stones brought all the way from Wales. And now, the altar stone, the very heart of the monument, from Scotland. The new theory? Stonehenge wasn't built by one group. It was a massive collaborative project, bringing sacred stones from the farthest corners of the island together in one place. Just look at the difference here. The old theory saw it as a big regional project, but this new theory, well, it changes the game completely. We're talking about a pan-British, basically a national project. The level of communication and shared purpose needed for this, historians never thought it was possible for people of this period. This wasn't just some local temple. This was a statement. So, where does that leave us? As it so often happens, this amazing discovery solves one mystery, but it blows the door wide open on so many more. We now have this new idea of a unity monument, a project built by different peoples from all across ancient Britain, coming together to celebrate a shared connection. So its purpose starts to look less like a simple temple or a calendar, and a whole lot more like a symbol of unification,
a prehistoric United Kingdom, literally built from the stones of its lands. Which, of course, leads to some huge new questions, right? Like, who were the master architects behind this? Who could possibly coordinate such a massive and diverse workforce over hundreds and hundreds of miles? It implies a society far more sophisticated and interconnected than we ever gave them credit for.
And what about the big why? What powerful idea, what shared belief could possibly inspire people from Scotland, Wales, and England to work together for generations on a single project? It had to be something that transcended geography and culture. We're only just beginning to grasp what that purpose might have been.
And you have to ask, what other secrets are still locked away in those stones? As our technology gets better and better, these ancient monuments keep telling us new stories about our distant past. You have to wonder, what are we going to learn next?
Because in the end, maybe the greatest mystery isn't how they built it. Maybe the real mystery now is why they chose to build it together. And that leaves you with a whole new sense of wonder for this place. It's not just a marvel of engineering anymore. It's a profound testament to human connection spanning vast distances and deep, deep time.